As the months get colder and days get shorter, a lot of us like to cozy up on the couch, and sometimes our physical health takes a back seat. I know I am guilty of it, but we mustn't forget how important it is to keep track of our health both outwardly and inwardly, and here to help with that is Guardian Alpha. Today I'd like to welcome Nima Sarani, CEO of Guardian Alpha, and Chuck Schneider, COO, co-founder of Guardian Alpha. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Yeah, good morning.
All right, let's talk about Guardian Alpha. Just give us a quick synopsis of Guardian Alpha and what it does.
Yeah, so Guardian Alpha is a technology you can download onto your phone, and it helps you detect early health events and then alert you and your loved ones of maybe what's going on before it becomes an escalated issue.
Okay.
It's an iPhone application, basically, that you can download on your phone.
Okay, so speaking of, iPhones, I think of my parents. They have iPhones, but they don't know how to use them to their, full capacity. So who would you say Guardian Alpha is kind of geared towards? Who could benefit from using it?
Yeah, so kind of the folks who can get the most value is one would be, aging parents or people who maybe have or a higher risk profile of health. Also, folks with cardiac or pulmonary histories, or folks who are immune compromised, maybe going through chemotherapy. Those people who realize that if they start to get sick, it could escalate very quickly. And so early detection is even more valuable for those folks.
So you mentioned an application, Nima. How exactly is Guardian Alpha getting information from your smart technology?
Yeah, so currently we're paired with Apple Watch. We're planning on expanding that to other wearable technology as well, such as Garmin and Fitbit and Whoop and Oura Ring. But for the most part, given most population have an Apple Watch, we have connection with that particular device. So what happens is that your Apple Watch records your biometric data on a daily basis. We're currently interested in your sleep biometric data because it cancels off all the noise that happens during daily activity, and that data is transferred to your health app on your phone, and we are connected to the health app. So all that data, we take it into Guardian Alpha, and we determine what are the specific baselines for that individual, and then alert them when we identify a change from that baseline.
Have either of you encountered like a real life example or real life scenario of how, Guardian Alpha could detect an illness earlier than traditional ways?
Yeah, actually, during our development, we unfortunately have had some folks on our team got sick during the project, and but we also kind of saw that as a highlight too of we're all wearing our watches and making sure, and so we're able to test on our own team. Like myself, I got sick, and then Dr. Sarani, was made aware of that through the app, and he actually called me and asked if I was okay. So we're living now. Healthcare touches everyone, and so we're able to kind of live through and make sure we tuned it for real life examples.
And let's talk about the Care Circle aspect of the app. Like you said, you had Dr. Nima here linked up to your Guardian Alpha, so he checked in on you. But for our viewers, can you tell us exactly how that works?
Yeah, for sure. So within the app, you have an option of selecting up to 5 individuals. That could be your family members and people that you truly trust and want them to be aware of your health condition. And what happens is once you go through the agreements and the privacy and you determine that you want that individual to be part of your care circle, anytime that we detect a concerning change from your baseline biometric data, not only you get an alert that there's something changed, like say your respiratory rate has increased from your baseline, your oxygen saturation has decreased from your baseline, but on top of that, your care circle gets a signal as well, you get a notification that there's something going on with Nima's respiratory rate. So that way, and my dad is super sick, he's got a lot of chronic medical problems, got congestive heart failure. So whenever I detect a change, or Guardian Alpha detects a change in his vital signs, I'm part of his care circle, I get a text. So I get to, I'm like, oh, Dad's oxygen saturation's gone down from his baseline. Let me call him up, see how he's doing.
Yeah.
So that's how the care circle concept works. We want to make sure that you're not alone in managing your health condition, and you're supported by your family members and people that you truly trust.
Yeah.
And then just to add on to that, so when those alerts do go out, it explains in normal terms, of what is potentially going on. So here are the things that may be going on, and then it gives suggestions of, here's what you need to do, whether it's this is maybe a medium severity, maybe make an appointment with your physician, or no, you should be getting this checked out immediately.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, it's currently you have you're with Apple, but you're going to expand it. So for our viewers at home, if they do have their Apple device, what's the best way to get Guardian Alpha on their phone and their smartwatch?
So currently, they can just go on to Apple App Store and download our application. It's called Guardian Alpha. They can download it, and they can start using it. We have a 7-day free trial. They can kind of get a hang of how the application works. Immediately, they can use a symptom checker, plug in their medical problems. If they're having any symptoms right now, I feel like you can go ahead and download the application, put in your medical problems, and then check the symptom checker. You have 7-day free trial and get an actionable insight what needs to be done at this moment of time.
All right. I've been using it for the past 7 days. I can say I've learned some stuff about myself, especially when I'm sleeping. So download it today and stay on top of your health this year and all the years to come.